Surprising, given where I know you grew up. Couldn't find a goat.
Honestly, our goat hookup wasn't in town that weekend.
Oh my god.
Steve and Jason met while co-hosting one of the first podcasts ever, hundreds of miles away from each other, but bonded through the magic of the internet. Since the end of that podcast in 2023, the geeky guys decided to keep on hanging out and keep podcasting, because still after all these years, Steve and Jason are having a real fun time.
So, Jason,
Oh, Steve.
I like to play a little game as I go through my life. Do you play games with yourself?
All the time. Grandma said it'd make me go blind, though.
That's not a game, that's a sport. If you do it right.
I'm winning.
I'm winning! I lost.
No, the way I play the game, I always win.
I don't know. If you ever have to change pants, you lost that round.
On with the subject.
Great. So I play a little game with myself that, I don't know, it just makes me happy. No one has ever said that to Jason before. Anytime someone says something to me that I can guarantee you no one's ever said to Jason before, I get a point.
Okay. I don't like this game already. Let's see where it goes.
So I got a point the other day in this game when my nephew came up to me and said, "Uncle Steve, will you go help my dad catch a goat?"
I mean, I feel like that's cheating because most people have never heard that in their lives. Not just me.
But I have. I'm winning.
But now you have. Yeah, you hadn't heard it before, I'm sure. Actually, no. Your weird ass growing up in Idaho, you probably did hear that all the time, so never mind.
I did have to catch a dog and dress it up as a goat, but that's different.
Okay. Also, I want to put a pin in that. Come back to that someday.
All right. I'll come back to that in a minute. So this one was pretty straightforward. My sister lives out in a more rural area, and I was visiting her, having a little Sunday lunch with the family, good times. And they have a couple goats, and they have a bunch of geese, and they have a bunch of chickens, and they were goat sitting their neighbor's goats, and their neighbor's goats got out. And I didn't realize this at first. I just thought there were some people who, how some people have porch dogs? Are you familiar with the porch dog phenomenon?
A dog that stays on the porch?
Yeah, like a dog that you just let go wild, but he pretty much just stays on or around the porch.
Yes.
That's a porch dog. So I was going out to my car, I look out across the street, and there's a couple goats out on the neighbor's yard, just kind of chilling. I'm like, oh, welcome to rural Utah. They got porch goats. And then so I go inside to get something else, and I hear my brother-in-law just getting crap, they're out again. And then my nephew came in and asked me the question that no one will ever ask a Jason. And you can even cut out the Uncle Steve part, because I know no one's going to call you Uncle Steve, but will you catch a goat? Because, Jason, don't take this the wrong way. I don't think you can catch a goat.
It would have to be the right circumstances, like would you ever do this? It's like, no, I could never see myself doing that. That's terrible and disgusting. It's like, well, what if happened to your child? Okay, well then, okay, now I have to. So if my child has somehow gotten tangled up with a goat and the goat is running away from me, and it's somehow a life or death situation that I need to catch this goat so my child will not get dragged off a cliff or something. You bet your ass I'm going to catch that goat.
I'm willing to bet my ass you will try to catch that goat. I doubt your goat catching prowess.
I mean,
you will go down with that goat.
I would do my best to catch the goat.
I caught the goat. I had to use my niece and nephew to trap it under a porch, because they're porch goats. And then I sent my nephew under the one that didn't have a collar. And then I just reached under and grabbed, not the collar, the leash. I grabbed the leash of the other one that was under there. And I roped it in that way and sent a 17-year-old to go wrestle a goat under a porch.
How'd that go?
He won.
Handily? Or was it a fair fight? What? I've never fought a goat. I never tried to catch a goat. So I don't know if it'd be amiable to this and be like, okay, I'll come with you. I understand the game is over. Or, okay, now you're under here. Yeah. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
I was about to make the same Rorsch goat reference. I don't know. Goat Shack? Goat Shack.
Let's go with Rorschach.
And now for a sentence that no one has ever said to me before. That was a really good watchman goat pun.
Got a million of them. So yeah, I would be hoping that you would close the gate up and be like, okay, you gotta get in there and get this goat. You ready? all right, I'm not opening the door until you say ready, until the goat is secure. And like you close it and just the worst noise just emits from under this porch. Screaming from the child and the goat. Loud bangs. Just the worst. Instead of just like, all right, Uncle Steve, I got it.
So you asked if like the goat is amenable to it or how hard it is to catch a goat. Goats, I'm going to say they're interesting because they know that they're domesticated, but they hate it. They don't like the fact that we're the boss. But they also understand that we provide them food and shelter, so they go along with it. And they also know that no matter how many times you put them back in the pen, they'll get out again. So it's like, you win this round, but I'll be back.
Yeah, I think goats, they're not majestic. They're quite plain and sad creatures overall to me. But I don't know. I feel like they should be feisty. If they're not feisty, they have nothing.
Oh, they definitely have some feist. As we were walking them back across the street, the one that I had did go up and try and rear my niece in the back of the head and got pulled back at the last second by her very strong uncle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Take this, human!
That's how it needs to be. It's like I'm going back and he suddenly realizes, wait, I know that place? Oh, no, I can't go back to that place. And just tries to murder her and gets yanked back. Again, taking it back to reality. It's like, this life or death situation for the goat. And the guy's just like, stop it, stupid goat.
Because it's not life or death. The goat is safer in there.
But I also, with the simpleness comes, I think, stupidity. So I think a goat, would not realize that. It's like you're taking it back home to take care of it and provide for it, and it'll be happier. But goat doesn't see it that way, and goat just wants to freak out.
Because we're taking away its freedom, Jason. Freedom is more important than life itself sometimes.
I mean, yes.
I don't know why I'm taking the goat side. I'm against the goat. But I'm against the Thor. Like, as you were, like, explaining it to him, I'm like, oh, crap, you're right. I'm the man in this situation. I should let the goat be free. But the goat belongs in its cage.
Yes, very much so. They should be caged animals. Again, I think they hurt themselves less if they're caged animals. Like if they're allowed to roam, I feel like a goat's going to get up to no good.
Goats get up to no good regardless. They are one of the big stereotypes of people who keep goats is they constantly get their heads stuck in a fence. So no matter what you keep them in, they'll get their head stuck in it. So maybe that's why they want to get out. So their head can be free.
It can be free so it can be trapped again. Yes. It's like, give me the freedom to stick my head in something.
And that is why you don't take goats bowling.
Would they stick their head in the ball return?
Correct.
I love that this sounds like something you've done. It feels like a 2025 Jeff Foxworthy joke. And that's why you don't take goats bowling.
So you asked how I chased a dog to I didn't have to chase a dog. A dog comes to you. That's why dogs are better than goats. End of story. But I had to dress a dog like a goat. So we did, when I was growing up, elaborate asks to dances and stuff. When we wanted to ask a girl or a girl wanted to ask a guy to a dance, you had to do something elaborate. Did you do this in Kansas?
No, I mean, yeah, people that would go to dances did. I didn't. And we've been over this.
Did Jason Figler ever go on a date?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend. We've gone over this too. I had a girlfriend in high school. 2 girlfriends in high school. 3.
How did you ask him to prom?
I mean, one was the girl I was going out with at the time. So it's like, we're going to prom, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, cool.
Lame!
Yeah?
I asked my steady girlfriend of a year at that point, and correctly. Can't remember how I asked her, actually. I remember senior year, but I can't remember junior year. But I did something, because I'm cool. I think I made a video, because I'm cool.
Keep saying that. It makes you cool.
And it works so far. I've convinced myself, and several years ago, my children. Now they're not so sure. So we would do an elaborate, not super elaborate, but just like silly, dumb, funny things. So like one time I took a bunch of flamingos, stuck them in the girl's yard with a big sign that said, "Will you flamingo to prom with me?" Or someone gave me a bunch of donuts and say, "Do not say no to me asking you to the spring dance." And I'm like, I will never say no to a woman who gives me donuts. And to this point, I have not.
So by cleverly asking, you mean terrible puns and prop comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also known as being clever, Jason.
In high school, yes, you're right. That's about all you can do.
Yeah. I can't give her my tight 5 about Pacific Rim. It's not out yet. So My friend wanted to ask this girl out, and someone else had asked her friend with a bunch of hay on her yard with a big sign that said, "Hey, will you go to the dance with me?" So he's like, we got to do something farm related. And the best we could come up was, will you goat to prom with me? Or to the dance. It wasn't prom. And we couldn't find a goat. So we had to dress a dog up like a goat.
Couple of questions. Surprising, given where I know you grew up, you couldn't find a goat.
Honestly, our goat hookup wasn't in town that weekend.
Oh my God.
We knew a kid who ran a pet store, or whose parents ran a pet store. So, but
Our
they were out of
goat
town.
hookup was out of town. Man, I was rural, but I was not podunk. You, my friend, were podunk.
See, here's the thing, Jason, and this is a thing I want everyone out there to realize. Podunk versus rural versus big city, it's in your head and in your heart. My city had way more people than yours.
That doesn't surprise me. That probably is true, but your goat hookup guy was out of town.
I got a point when we talked about that. Because no one's ever told you that the goat hookup guy's out of town.
Correct. Very true. Okay,
I
going
have
back.
so many points.
Going back, my second question. So, if you just put forth any effort, like just the bare minimum, then the girl would say, yeah, like it was understood that she's still going to do it. Like she's still going to go with you. Because that is your example is just barely scraping by. Like some other dude should have swooped in there with just a barely better pun and taken her out from behind you, from under you, even if you were going steady. Like, no, you did not try hard enough.
Well,
Goat, get the hell out of here with that.
We all know that the pun is the high school equivalent of a penis. So the bigger your pun is, the bigger your dick is, and that's how you fight for superiority for romance.
Right. And I'm saying yours is not nearly big enough. Like you tried to slap yours on the table and missed the table.
This was not mine. This was my friend.
Okay. Well, you said you at one point, so. But regardless,
I did the
not...
flamingo to prom with me. That was better.
I mean, sure. Let's say if it was a first attempt, it's like, okay, I'm going to go with you, but next time, up your game. And if you came with crap like that again, it'd be like, no.
I told you what the girl did. She came with "Do not say no to me" and gave me donuts.
Well, that's smart because she knows you're a stupid male who's going to take donuts and be like, yep, absolutely. That's just her using your gender against you.
So what should I have done? The old standby where you hang roses in the shower, and then you cover the hallway from her bedroom to the bathroom with Hershey's Kisses, and you say, I want to shower you with roses and kiss the ground you walk on. Please go to the dance with me. Is that what I'm supposed to do, Jason?
No, you're supposed to stay home with your buddies and have a kick-ass night playing WCW versus NWO and eat pizza. And candy.
I did that the week before. And
all
then
the
we
time.
went out the next
Every
night.
Friday. That's all you have. And when your one friend starts having sex, you say goodbye to him. He's not part of the group anymore. Now you have 4 people to play 4-player WCW versus NWO. And if one of you gets sick or doesn't come anymore,
or does come going forward,
well, the game is ruined.
You can still hear the bitterness in Jason's voice when one of his friends started having romantic relations outside of the friend group.
They all started doing it about the same time. They were all on the football team, so of course it made them cool. I couldn't be on the football team. I wasn't cool. I was the water boy. Nobody has sex with the water boy.
Not according to Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler had some other things going on for him.
Also, he was on the football team at that point. He was no longer the water boy.
I was not the water boy that was just waiting to get discovered by the coach. No. I was the water boy for real. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Steve and Jason Are Having a Real Fun Time. We hope you had a real fun time too. Please like us on whatever platform you found us on and, well, just like us in general.